policy, like. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, attendance. Kit Evans here. Ellie Fincher here. Brenda Johnson here. Lacey Skilling here. Carla Head here. We are not going to convene to executive session. So we're going to do 2.0 approval of agenda. August 11, 2025. That was last. So this is this. Yeah, we don't have any changes on this agenda. No, nothing to add to that. No. So I motion to approve the agenda. I'll second. Evans. Aye. Ellie Fincher. Aye. Brenda Johnson. Aye. Lacey Skillings. Aye. Okay. Oh, useful presentations. We don't have any. Okay. So we'll move to public comment. I don't think we had anybody sign up. I like to hear people. 4.0 consent agenda. So I have 4.1 board minutes from July 20, 2025, which are actually 4.1. And then 4.2 recommendation. Recommendation, ratification of employment for August 11, 2025, but that's attachment 4.2. I don't have 4. It's right. No, that's it. Yeah. A second.
If we could have discussion before we go.
Yep.
So I just wanted to point out on this that I rectified from last meeting that I moved Kevin Johnson from the license to classified for the varsity boys baseball coach, as it was pointed out. And then also Kurt McClure is our new varsity football coach, returning to the staff. And Blake McNall is the assistant varsity / JV football coach.
Cool. Hey, Kit Evans. Here. Aye. Ellie Fincher. Aye. Brenda Johnson. Aye. Lacey Skillings. Aye. This Monday. Action discussion, 5.1 recommendation, second reading the school district policy. Section 5.1, which is our policy JFCEB. This is the personal electronic devices and social media.
So we need the motion in the second, and then I will read it.
I think I'll make the motion that they get to be policy JFC on electronic devices and social media.
1 second.
So the new policy reads personal electronic devices and social media. Student possession or use of personal electronic devices on district policy and district facilities during the school day and while the student is in attendance at district sponsored activities may be permitted, subject to the limitations set forth in this policy and consistent with any additional school rules as may be established by the principal and approved by the superintendent. A personal electronic device is a device that is capable of electronically communicating, sending, receiving, storing, recording, reproducing, and or displaying information and data, to include smartwatches. Independent communication means communication that does not require assistance or interpretation by an individual who is not part of the communication, but that may require the use of or assistance of an electronic device. Personal electronic devices shall be turned off or silenced and stored in the student's assigned locker during instructional or class time or at any other time where such use of the device will cause a disruption of school activities. Devices which have the capability to take photographs or record video or audio shall not be used for such purposes while on district property or while a student is engaged in district-sponsored activities unless as expressly authorized in advance by the principal or designee. Computers, tablets, iPads, or similar devices brought to school will be restricted to academic activities and independent education-related communications. The rest of the policy continues to remain the same as it did prior, I believe. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I was looking at the policy. My apologies. If the district implements a curriculum that uses technology, students may be allowed to use their own personal electronic devices to access the curriculum. Students who are allowed to use their own device to access the curriculum will be granted access to any application or electronic materials when they are available to students who do not use their own devices, or provided free of charge to students who do not use their own devices for curriculum. Process for responding to a student's request to use a personal electronic device, including an appeal process if the request is denied, will be provided. The district will not be liable for personal electronic devices brought to district property and district-sponsored activities. Students may not use district equipment to access social media while on district property or at district-sponsored activities unless the access is approved by a district representative. The district will not be liable for information or comments posted by students on social media websites. Exceptions to the prohibitions set forth in this policy may be made for health, safety, or emergency reasons with prior principal or designee approval, or when use is provided for in a student's individualized education program, IEP. Students are subject to disciplinary action up to and including expulsion for using a personal electronic device in any manner that is academically dishonest, illegal, or violates the terms of this policy. A referral to law enforcement officials may also be made. Personal electronic devices brought to district property or used in violation of this policy are subject to confiscation and will be released to the student's parent or property owner as appropriate. The superintendent shall ensure that the board's policy and any subsequent school rules developed by building administrators are reviewed and approved in advance to ensure consistency with this policy, and that pertinent provisions of policy and school rules are communicated to staff, students, and parents through building handbooks and other means.
Kelly Pilcher. Aye. Brenda Johnson. Aye. Lacey Owens. Aye.
Since we know information director's questions, so I have 6.1 superintendent.
So my report is going to be very brief. So I just would like to introduce our new junior senior high school counselor, Annie Zink, and our new junior senior high school principal, Roger Franklin. So they've been here for 2 weeks, maybe, not even quite 2 weeks. So made it down and are getting all situated. Last week, they, along with 3 other teachers, went up to Pendleton for 2 days of training for freshmen on track cohort with IMESD. It was great. We were excited to get in the building. We worked with the rest of the junior, senior high school on that. That initiative, which is part of the high school success requirement with the state. And then today and tomorrow, our foundations team is working with Susan Isaacs and for Safe and Civil Schools to develop district-wide expectation for positive behavior for PBIS. I'll just do that. And we're excited. We've got through day 1 today, and then we'll be going through day 2 tomorrow for elementary and high school. Our foundations team, and then we sort of like a train the trainer program to develop district-wide expectations on communicating both to students and staff the expectations of how we, both like in various places, like, and have a common language, like this is how we behave in the hallway, this is how we behave at recess, this is how, and that goes not only in common areas, but then also within classrooms. So we'll be working with Susan over the next couple of years, and it was a great day of training, and it's a good time. So we're getting geared up. Open house is on Thursday, so 5:30 to 7. We're excited about that. So as many parents as can be there. Excited for a new year.
Enrollment for both schools.
My enrollment is up. Over at the high school, junior, senior high school, I believe Lily gave me a number that she is enrolled 15 new students so far. You know, we do have some students right now, but, as officially, I believe. I want to say 7. But enrollment is up. I didn't have a chance to check with, elementary secretary today as far to get that official number. I like it, very positive.
Awesome.
See, for the business.
Oh, wait, I can buy the, airfield school there.
No, it was really cool. It was really yard sale, you guys did?
I'm sorry.
The yard sale.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Hey, that's what I want.
This might be the shortest it's been in our history, so we're gonna take it up. During this meeting. I. Yeah, that is a record. Oh, yeah, actually, but 6:10. That's. They need to go slow though, it's my husband making it.